Hey guys, Ryan Miller here from NXTGen Hunting Blinds, and today we're going to go through the assembly process of putting our aluminum stand together. So as you can see here, you get here are the legs that you'll get with them, and the braces, corner braces, and then the ladder is here, and then we have the handles, ladder handles right there for on top. Then all the pieces are in the platform over there. So we'll take that stuff apart and try to show you guys how to put it together today. You will need a either 14 or 9/16 socket and an open end wrench. That's pretty much all you need, and a T25 bit, star bit. So we'll just get everything out of here and out separate. Then we'll start showing you how it goes onto the floor of the blind. So before you start with the assembly of the stand, you want to make sure and put your floor of your blind upside down, and then you can start the process from there. So these here will be your stand leg adjusters for up and down. You can adjust it. You got like 7 different adjustments for height. So if your ground is not level, make that work with that. And then here are the feet we have here. And then every stand will come with a bag of bolts and nuts for that. And then we also have these brackets. This is what goes onto the floor of the blind. We have 8 cables that come with each one, the cross piece. And there's a platform, and comes with a ladder bracket over there. As you can see, the handles, and then these corner braces. So we're going to start putting all these here in first. Every one of these we'll put in first, and then we'll add the feet to it. I usually go all the way in to this first hole on the legs, and you have room to adjust if you want them from there. These here will be 2-inch bolts. Grab a foot, that on, and we'll just keep right going down the line, get them all done. All right, so after you put the extension legs into the legs and put that together, now you do the same thing with the ladder. Just go in, and usually since those is on the first hole, I go at least on the second hole, and then you can go from there. If you need to adjust your ladder once your stand is upright, you can still do that then. But I usually go up one more hole, you put those in. So that's done. I also, before we do anything else, just part of the deal, I like putting the platform and getting the ladder all pre-set before you even do anything else. There's 4 2.5-inch bolts, and that is just for the platform and the handles. So you need those 4 for that. So I normally grab it like that. Make sure it's right before we just go on here. And then this here handle, you want it sticking out the side like that. Got it. So now I'm going to use 4 of these 1-inch bolts to attach the top part of the handle on the platform of the stand. And some of these handles are not quite bent perfectly. You just push them into position just like that, and put the nut on the bolt. So once you get them on like that, hand tighten, and I just go in right away and tighten down with the tools you got. Okay, so after you get the legs all together and the ladder and the platform, the next step that we do is you take this here bracket and you put it on. When you go to put this on the stand leg, this here piece of bracket, you put this with the wide part facing upward, the same as this down here. That also needs to be pointed upward, just like that. that's where the cables will go attached to. So you want to make sure this here piece here is up, standing upright. So you just take your leg and you hold it right there. Make sure to tighten these down right away. Don't wait till they're on the floor. You do this right away. So once you get the bracket on the leg here, you take it, and ideally you have a buddy of yours helping. I'm not saying he's my buddy, but he's helping. And you put it right here where this opening is. Just like that, and you just center it on the opening. You put 2 in here. You put those 4 in, and then there's 2 holes on each side that you put these in here also. Okay, so the way you put that on there on the floor, you just follow those same steps for the other 3 legs. So one more step you want to make sure you do when you're putting these legs and brackets on the floor is make sure you put this flared end here out away. That gives you your angle on your stand legs. So make sure you do that. After you get your stand legs attached to the floor, now we'll do the corners next, corner bracing. And these also will take 1-inch bolts. So we want to make sure you put this here flat part towards the floor. You just hand tighten it and come over to the other side. Okay, so we got those finished, and we just hand tighten those bolts and nuts for now. And then we do the cable cross bracing next. Then once you get that flipped over, and then we'll tighten everything down. So now you're ready to install these cables. You take this here end, the loop end, and you put it in here. There's a slot right here. And then generally these here are all the way shut, so you got to open them. Once you get all the cables in their positions, now we just go and we tighten them up real good, and so then we can flip the stand over. You want to make sure and have these things here pretty even, because once you go to tighten them up, it'll come to the end and it's still not tight. All right, after you get all the cables good and tight, we are ready to flip it over on its feet. Okay, here we go.
Grab the edge?
Yep. After you get the stand flipped over on its legs, on its feet, now I go around and tighten up all the nuts and bolts on these here corners. Okay, after you get everything tightened down, you want to figure out where you want to put your ladder, where you want it going off the stand. So we choose to put it here, and you can do this with the stand still on its upside down if you wanted to, and use these here legs just like you do for the brackets on the legs. Once you get your spot on the floor you want your ladder, take the bracket, you put it up here and you center it the best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just get one in, then you can start going. Okay, now got the bracket on the stand. Now we'll attach the ladder to the bracket. I'll use a 1-inch bolt again for this. All right, once you get this attached to the bracket, now as you can see, it's a little bit too straight, and now that's where these leveling legs come into play. You just come down here. This is why we kept these nuts and bolts a little loose. You just unscrew it. Do this one here too right away. And now you pull this out. You just pull up on the ladder a little bit, and you come out with it. You go there. And so it's pretty easy. You just put it in the first hole or the second hole or third for you when you're putting these here in begin with. And then you can just adjust it very simple. If it's not quite where you want it, you just adjust it very easily and you got it. So now you have it in the right spot. You just go ahead and tighten down. I gotta go to the inside. There we go. And you just go through here and make sure your feet are tight also. Okay, since we have everything assembled, ready to go, that will be it for this here video. And if you're looking to see the part about putting the blind together, go to the YouTube channel, our NXTGen Blind YouTube channel, and on there, you'll have another video of just putting the blind together. You'll get all the information right there.